Fortunately, very little equipment is necessary for dowsing, and most of it you can make yourself very easily. Years ago, I made myself a pair of angle rods from 2 coat hangers. They work just as well as an expensive set I later bought which contain ball bearings to ensure smooth movement. Angle rods. Angle rods are the best tools to start with. See Figure 3A in the print and ebook versions of this book, as almost everyone is able to make them work. They consist of 2 L-shaped pieces of metal wire. Mine have a 12-inch long section that faces forward and a 6-inch section that is held loosely in the hands. The measurements are not important as long as you feel comfortable holding them. Most dowsers cover the shorter section with plastic or wood tubing. See Figure 1B. This allows the rods to swing freely no matter how tightly the dowser is gripping them. The shell of a ballpoint pen works well for this. Some dowsers prefer to hold the bare rods loosely in their hands. This is a matter of personal preference. Experiment with both and see which you prefer. Also experiment by resting your thumb lightly on the top of the bend to help steady the rods. Some dowsers find that the rods will not move when they do this, but others complain that the rods move constantly when they don't. Find out which way works better for you. The rods are held in the hands with the longer sections parallel and pointing straight ahead. When the dowser locates whatever it is he or she is searching for, the rods will either cross over each other or move outward. This is called a dowsing response. Some dowsers use just one angle rod and know when they are over the correct location by a 90-degree movement of the rod. Soldiers in Vietnam used a single rod as they carried a rifle in their other hand. They successfully dowsed for underground tunnels, ammunition dumps, traps, and buried mines. Divining rods. These are the traditional forked sticks, which are V or Y-shaped pieces of branch cut from a tree. See Figure 1C. Usually, they are cut from hazel, apple, peach, cherry, willow, or birch trees. Other trees can be used, but these retain their flexibility far longer than others. In the United States, the peach and the willow seem to be the most popular trees for making divining rods. I personally prefer the apple. Many diviners cut a new rod every time they need one, as the wood quickly dries out and becomes brittle. It is important for the rod to be supple. One of the reasons dowsing used to be considered a special gift is because, in the past, 1-inch thick rods were often used. Not surprisingly, very few people were able to use them, as they were heavy and hard to handle. The 2 arms of the rod are usually about 18 inches long and have an inside angle of between 40 to 70 degrees. This is a matter of personal preference, and you will have to experiment with longer and shorter arms and different angles to find one that feels just right for you.